The football team has no name. The New York Giants are a bunch of crybabies. And the Dallas Cowboys haven't won a Super Bowl since Robin Williams was catching his boobs on fire.
What is good? What is going on? And what is cracking? I am Philly Foothills, and I am back in the nest out west, where I'm trying to bring you the best when it comes to Philadelphia Eagles content. Thank you everybody for joining me. Again, I go by Philly Foothills. If you are new to my channel, this is the nest out west. You are watching a Philly Fuego production, and yeah, definitely been drinking a lot of water last few days. I've been doing a lot of catching up on some yard work and doing some controlled burns, things like that on my property. So yeah, it's good to be back in the nest. If you haven't done so already, I am really I did reach 300 subscribers yesterday, and then overnight I lost a few. So I am right around 300 subscribers. So if you haven't done so already, and you want more of my content, please go ahead and smash that subscription button below. I greatly appreciate it. And if you want notifications on my content, go ahead and ding that bell. And after you're done, whenever you're done watching the video, hopefully it's in a peaceful setting, please go ahead and give me that thumbs up down below. I'd greatly appreciate it. So Philbillies, if you are new to my channel, and you do subscribe to my channel, you do become a Philbilly. And you know, when I grow and get bigger, I'm going to be doing some giveaways and contests and things like that. So definitely subscribe, like, share the videos. Greatly appreciate it. So it looks like we finally pretty much rounded out the coaching tree. The coaching tree is pretty much fully grown now, unless they add some other assistant coaches or something like that along the way. But we finally got a replacement for Duce Staley, and it is a gentleman by the name of Jamel Singleton. He has quite a bit of running back coach experience. In 16 and 17, he was the Colts running back coach. And in 18, he was the Raiders running back coach. And in 19 and 20, he was the Bengals running back coach. So it was kind of interesting, though, because it looked like he was he had signed a contract with Kentucky, with the University of Kentucky, to go be their running back coach / special teams coach. So I don't know if he was just trying to look to get more coaching experience as far as the special teams, to maybe add to his resume, to maybe build on his coaching that way. But I thought it was kind of interesting that he was going back to college. He definitely, he's not the only one, because I know we had another coach that was, I believe it was the quarterback coach. Maybe not, but there was a coach that was, I forget who it was, but there was a coach that we got who had just like a couple weeks ago, before we signed him, had committed to be a coach for the University of Houston. So that's interesting, definitely. So yeah, and it's interesting. Another thing that caught my eye, Philbillies, with that hire. Sorry about the camera. Another interesting that caught my eye with that hire, I apologize, was that they also gave Jamel Singleton the title of assistant head coach, which Duce had to put in his dues. He had to be an assistant, he had to be an assistant coach for about, I think it was like 5 years before he was given the title of assistant head coach. So I find that kind of interesting to see if to know that he was given that title. So we'll see how that kind of pans out going forward. But as far as all this, as far as all these Carson Wentz trade rumors, Philbillies, like Philly Fuego said last night, we definitely can't get caught up in all this trade hype. We can just kind of roll with the speculation and see where it goes from there. With the supposed Bears trade, I definitely wasn't overly thrilled about getting Nick Foles back for multiple reasons. I would definitely rather have a draft pick rather than have Nick Foles, especially if we're going to keep Jalen Hurts. Like I said, multiple reasons why I wasn't thrilled about having Nick Foles back. Like I said, I'd rather have a draft pick because you're basically you're getting rid of Carson because you're wanting to eliminate. Well, supposedly he's not happy with the organization, but I think he's really not. I think Carson's not happy, especially with Howie Roseman, and the position that he has put Wentz in through his first 5 years in the league. So, basically, I don't want the reason why I don't. It's not that I don't like Nick Foles. But don't get me wrong, Folesian Society, if you're listening, clone that kudos to Philly 50, Philly 500. I don't go if you guys don't know who he is. I'm sure you guys do. If you watch Eagles content on YouTube, you have to have come across Philly 500. He's a great YouTube content provider. Eagles, Sixers, Flyers. I think he even does. But he had cloned the group of the Folesian Society of the huge Nick Foles backers. The huge Nick Foles supporters. So I don't want to replace. Basically, what I'm trying to get, the point I'm trying to get to, Phil Billies, is there's no point in replacing one quarterback controversy with another, because you and I both know that once Hurts starts struggling, if he does start over Foles, let's say we got Foles back, he's got a statue outside of the stadium, but yet he's going to be the backup quarterback. Once Hurts starts to struggle, once he throws a few interceptions in a row or has a couple fumbles or a couple bad games in a row, the Folesian Society, especially the Foles supporters, are going to start calling for Nick Foles to start, which is going to just create a whole another quarterback controversy. So I wasn't overly thrilled with that. So I'm kind of glad that the Bears have kind of backed off of that potential deal. I mean, I would love to get multiple first round picks for Carson Wentz if we can, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think we'll be lucky to get one first round pick for him. But we'll see. Phil Billies, it's going to be interesting. Carson Wentz not talking is definitely troublesome to me. It's very bothersome. And the more and more I read from some of these teammates that are talking about the way that he was coddled and the way he handled certain situations, just kind of irks me. And I don't know if he's necessarily the right quarterback for this team going forward, even if he wanted to be here. So, that's kind of how I feel. It's kind of like it's how I can compare it to is, Phil Billies, if you've ever had a girlfriend or a boyfriend that you really truly think that you're in love with and that you will almost do anything to be with, but they don't want to be with you, and they've given you signs, clear indications that they don't want to be with you, they don't want to be in a relationship with you going forward. So it's like trying to dig a hole in the beach. If you, the more and more you dig, the more and more it's just going to keep filling in. So it's just going to be if we can get some player compensation as far as immediate player compensation, I hope we get more of a defensive player compensation. I had seen that, possibly we could have gotten Roquan Smith from the Bears in a deal, which I would prefer because he is a starting linebacker in this league. So, that's definitely what I would prefer, to get some defensive back help or some linebacker help or even an edge rusher if we can, in a possible trade. But because I'm not, you see my wedding ring, Phil Billies? You see that on there? I'm not married to Carson Wentz. I'm married to this football team. I'm in a lifelong relationship with this football team, so I want what's best for this football team. Hear me and hear me now. I am dead serious when I say that too. I've clearly been a Carson Wentz supporter throughout the years, but when it's time to go, it's time to go. Know what I'm saying? But when someone's acting like they want to leave and they don't want to be there, there's no reason. There's no point of keeping them there, especially a starting quarterback, especially someone who we're paying this much money to, especially somebody who we went out of our way to move up in the draft to pick at the number 2 spot in 2016. So, Phil Billies, I think I've said my piece for today. If some news breaks, I will probably definitely come back on. But whenever the news does break, I'll always come give you my take. That's how Philly Foothills rolls. That's how Philly Fuego Productions rolls. And again, if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe down below. Smash that subscribe button. Hit that. Give me that thumbs up. Ding that bell if you want notifications of all my videos. Share my videos with any other Eagles fans out there, any other content providers. I would love to do some collaborations, so hit me up, at Philly Foothills on Twitter. And until next time, like always, fly Eagles fly, and stay mean, stay green. Thanks for viewing me on your screen. Peace!